Hi, I'm Winston Coltart. I'm studying philosophy here at the University of Cape Town. And yeah, studying philosophy was quite a new experience for me. I come from Zimbabwe, and I grew up in a Christian home. And I think what many Christian philosophy students can testify to is that the world of philosophy can sometimes be quite hostile to belief in God. There seem to be many people who think that belief in God is farcical. And last year, after studying two courses simultaneously, two philosophy courses, and being exposed to these views, there was a point when I began to realize that they might be true. And I remember on the Tuesday, the 12th of March 2013, I remember walking home from campus and coming down and sitting on my bed, utterly despondent. Because for the first time in my life, I was doubting whether God existed. I felt worthless. You look at a piece of dust, and they say it's about 3 trillion atoms put together. And I ask you, if you hugely add to the number of atoms, hugely increase the complexity and the relationship between these atoms, such that you get a much larger entity, does that give that entity any more worth than a speck of dust? Well, that entity was me. I started to question whether I had any worth. I wanted to cry, but I simply didn't have the willpower. When I'd felt such emotions before, I would always pray to God. But when you are doubting the existence of the entity who you pray to, you feel so insincere to pray. So I just sat there. My hope had been ripped away from me. But I think what got me through that stage was when I realized that I simply could not stop believing the things that I believed. I simply could not stop believing in worth. I couldn't stop believing in goodness and love. I couldn't believe that when I saw my sister's arm being ripped apart by a lion, it was as tragic as this. I began to realize that these were the things that I believed most strongly. I believed more in the value of human life than I did in the findings of science. And I simply could not go on living unless I believed that there is something that is valuable, something that is good, something that is love. And so on the 12th of March, I decided that I had to live in conformity with that belief. And so I retained my belief in God, and He has carried me since.